This is Jacob Lorkey reviewing the next game in my list. We got Fiestart. Fiestart. I'm assuming I'm pronouncing that right. It's contracts, which is apparently a hitman who chooses from randomly generated contracts. Okay, and then the instructions say mouse needed for menu, arrow keys for player movement. Alright, let's check it out. Made with Unity quality. Alright, so there's an agent profile. Total money earned, 0. Targets killed, 0. Okay, so find a contract. Select your next contract. Okay, so I'm seeing some randomly generated values. I'm assuming this little icon here, which goes away when these should all, I feel like these should always be, I feel like it would be easier if I could see like a comparison between every one of them. Like, okay, when you come out here, it doesn't leave, but if you come out and try to scroll over that, it turns off. Maybe I feel like it might be better if you had them on all the time, unless you're planning like a specific mechanic here. It just it might add a little bit more work than a player might want. But okay. What I was gonna say though is I'm assuming that these little red icons with the ×1 is how many people you have to kill. I want the most money, so I'm gonna go for 2,500. Current game state planning. I really like this. I really like what you have going here. The like little room. Also, the graphics are like. This is so like the text is could use some work. I feel like because it's just a tiny bit blurry. If now that I mean I have a pretty big screen, so but like look how crisp this the graphics on this like main scene are. That is nice. Okay, current state planning. What do I do? Press exit. So player action. I didn't do anything. um. Okay. So arrow keys. Oh, okay. Oh, and that's gonna be the plan. Okay, so I need to be specific in that. Oh, and then Z to reset plan. Okay. So we'll go like that. Yeah, the arrow keys don't line up exactly to where I'm moving, do they? So up is this direction, right's this direction, left is this direction, is back is that direction. So I want the knife. Okay, and then I'm gonna head towards a door. Beep. Now I have a knife. I spawned with a knife. Should maybe right? I think I just spawned with a knife. That I feel like that's not something that should have happened. But let's go over here. I just love the crispness of this scene. Okay, planning. What was it doing? I need to read the current state because I couldn't tell what was happening before then. Okay, there's nobody in here. Okay, we'll execute that plan. Go to the other room. Player action, enemy action. So there is something else happening behind the scenes that I've not seen. Let's try to advance further in the level. I feel like, okay, enemy action. Planning. Okay. Oh, there's another knife. Well, I know where I'm going. I'm gonna get this other knife. Does having another knife help me at all? I don't think so. It makes it disappear though. And if I can stop the enemy from getting knives, it's probably better for me. Alright, so now we know where the enemy is. I wonder if that's like, am I supposed to know that they're in this room? Or is that like, or has that been, is that something I'm supposed to see? Or is that something that I'm just seeing because I'm lucky? And It's a gold spike. We'll see next time I play this. But okay, so okay, so it looks like we're discovering a map as we go. This feels this feels a lot closer to completion than our gold spike game is, and I'm a little jealous. Oh no, I don't want that. Z to reset. All right, let's go in here. Let's kill this man. All right, get him. I notice he's not running away. He knows what's coming. All right, contract complete. Well, oh, okay. It said contract complete before I completed the planning stage, and before I executed the plan. I feel like in the future, probably, if you want to, you can make an indication that like that's gonna result like as if you would in chess. You could make you could make an indication that that would be like checkmate or whatever, but have that indication separate from actually completing the execution of your plan. Okay, so now I got agent profile. I have targets killed 1 and total money earned to 2,500. I like that. And then I go and I look for other contracts. I see a 2,500 here again, and I'll go do it. My question is then, like, where are you gonna go as far as making like, what is the incentive in me doing a non 2,500 contract versus the other versus the why should I not do a 2,500 contract? Is there a reason that the cheaper contracts are going to be better? How are we going to manage the difficulty of the game to make it so that either I have to do more planning and it's very hard to succeed in a $2,500 contract, or am I gonna get like some sort of upgrade system that allows me to enter these levels with more gear that will prepare me for a 2,500? Like, what is the incentive to not always get the max value and instead get a lower value contract initially? Okay, player action. I did nothing because yeah, and maybe change the UI a little bit as time goes on. This state up at the top, it changes, but you have to understand what's happening. You have to read what the state of the game is. Maybe you could have like the colors on the sides change, like have like a bar down here that has like your inventory or something, or and the bar changes colors when your turn is processing, like how in Civ 5 you have a little bar here that says like either next turn, waiting for players if you have to wait for players, and it changes color from bright blue to dark blue depending on whether or not you've just pressed it. I think that would help the player understand what is actually happening in the scene, because like as it stands right now I have to actually read the words up at the top to understand that it's my turn to go, and I'm finding that like as I'm playing I'm just kind of, instead of reading the words, I'm just kind of pressing the keyboard until it works, and that's probably not as efficient as it should be. All right, I think that's all I wanted to cover.